These pictures are not really a collection in any formal sense. They're just pictures I happen to like over the years. Most of them came from Chicago because I lived there for 25 years before I came to the Twin Cities. One with the dragon and castle is done by a student at the Art Institute School. Each year they had a competition and they sold the winning pictures to the public, and one year I happened to be there and I happened to like it and I got that. Most of them I don't even remember getting. The one I do remember getting very vividly is this horse over here. That was I found in a gallery in San Francisco, just kind of walking around looking at things, and found it in a pile of paintings. It was loose, it wasn't framed at the time. And the thing I remember about it in particular was that the lady that sold it to me, I think was the gallery owner, was the scariest lady that I've ever seen in my entire life. She was wearing a purple wool knit dress that came all the way down to the floor, and when she held her arm out like this, it made like a bat. And she was made up to look like Morticia in the Addams Family. She had long black hair and very heavy makeup and blue eyeshadow. She came up behind me when I was looking at these paintings and asked me a question or so, and I turned around and looked at her, and I think I jumped about 3 feet in the air. Finally ended up getting that picture and taking it home and getting it framed. The other one that's kind of interesting in the way I got it was this slate over here. That's done by a laser on slate. I found that in a gallery in Monterey, liked it a lot, bought it. A couple of years later, I went back to see if I could get another one done that same way, and the gallery was gone, the artist was gone, and nobody knew anything about where I could get another one. So as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of one of a kind. It's a gift from my daughter. Her husband is an Irish national, and she goes to Ireland frequently to visit his family. And one time when she was in Ireland, she picked up that, I guess it's a piece of slate, and she gave it to me. These 4 pictures over here on the wall are done by a Vietnamese artist named Lebedang, who went from Vietnam to Paris and studied in Paris for quite a while, and now has a workshop, I guess you would call it. It's more like an art factory near Denver. He's got 5 or 6 alkalites working for him, and he turns pictures like that out almost in mass production. You can still see his work if you look him up on the internet. He's still producing, still alive, and still working. I like those horses. I bought this one in the gold frame here first, and then at the time I was working for a company in Chicago, and the people that did the offices asked me what kind of art I liked. I said I liked Lebedang, so they went out and bought the other 4. That's why they're all framed the same way. And they were hanging in my office for quite a long time. When I retired from the company, they gave them to me as a farewell gift. But I always liked his style, and I liked these particular horses, and like the way he has the paper is impressed with the stone. Makes it sort of 3-dimensional. Yeah, that's a photograph taken from a helicopter of a bunch of horses running through the mist. Thought that was very attractive. It was in an art gallery one time, and I bought that. Just thought it was so unusual. That's by a well-known artist, done a lot of pictures like that of the American West, Indians and horses. Also came from a gallery in Chicago. That tiger too, liked it when I saw it in the gallery and bought it and don't really know anything about the artist. Had that over my desk at home. Always was very fond of it. I don't pay any real attention to the artist. Just happens that I happen to know a little bit about Lebedang because I had those pictures for such a long time, but I get the pictures because I like them.